Bonjour tout le monde, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the YONGNUO YN685, which is not a very recent flash, but it is one of the new ones that has been released, I think, in 2016. But these ones are still being produced in 2017, late 2017. Now, before I go into setting it up and showing you some of the things you can do with it, I want to talk about the reason why I purchased this flash. First of all is the price. It's got a very good price value. It cost me 89 euros, and that would equate to just about 100 USD or less. And the reason for this is the YN685 has a dual radio system built into it, which uses the RF systems on the very small triggers, if you have these, and the YN622 systems, or the 622 systems commonly known. Now this is because I have both of those radio transmitters and I didn't feel like selling them and upgrading to a different system. So this way I'm minimizing my initial investment in flash equipment, and because of the price and I'm not very familiar with the YONGNUO brand, if it doesn't work for me, it's a very small loss that I'll be making instead of spending hundreds of euros on a very expensive OEM flash. This flash, I'm not going to do any unboxing, because if you want to see that, you can do a search on YouTube and I'm sure you'd find a lot of it. But for this one, I would say that I'd recommend the Eneloop Panasonic Eneloop Pro batteries. These are very good batteries and they can carry you through an entire shoot with the flash cycling time a lot faster than what I notice with other alkaline batteries. Now, I moved away from using flash systems with AA batteries because I was spending a lot of money on batteries and a lot of time recharging multiple things. So what I had used for the last 3 years were Godox systems, and I will swear by it. If you can afford it, buy Godox. YONGNUO is coming up with technology and reliability, but I mean, Godox stuff, you can see all the battle scars around this flash. It's been everywhere with me, and it has served very well, and it still works 3 years after. A very powerful flash. It uses the lithium batteries, so that was why I don't use much of the AA batteries. But YONGNUO has come out with their own unit that has lithium batteries, but this is not that video. Okay, so back to the flash systems. The reason I had purchased this flash is because I can use the dual radio system on the flash to use my old triggers, which were the YN622C-TX. Let's see if I can focus in that. Yep. And the RF systems for YONGNUO. So that is the RF trigger compared to the 622C trigger. So that is the difference in size. It's supposed to be that way. Alright, so back to the flash. Very simple to use. You put your batteries in, make sure you have the batteries in the right way. There's a lock mode and an on mode. That is very, very handy. It's also got polarity safety, so if you put your batteries in the wrong way, it's going to be fine. It won't blow up. There's a nice little latch here on the battery door, which stops the battery door from sliding out, and I think that's a good thing, because the last YONGNUO flash I had, I always seem to slide the battery door down. So yeah, this is good. A little lock here. Now we're going to go into the use. First of all, you switch it on. There's a standby mode, and there is the on mode. Very beautiful screen, and to put it into slave mode to use with your RF trigger system, which are these small ones. I have the RF603 II. C just stands for Canon, N stands for Nikon. So you got your channel set in the back here. Right, in the back there's a little line of switches. You set them up. It's all down, all off for channel 1. So that is channel 1. You've got this set to channel 1 as a transmitter. And on the switches here, on the side of the RF trigger, they've got off TX and RX. What you will want this switch to be in is in TX, and that just stands for transmit. TRX is transceive, or transmit receive, the RF system's slave mode. How you do that is you press the mode button, press it and hold it down. The first one will go to the 622 remote slave. You will need to press and hold again to get to the RF603 slave. Once this is done, you can position your flash anywhere you want, whether it be in a softbox or behind your subject as a bit of rim lighting, and put this on your camera and off it goes. Now it works wirelessly with the old RF system. And this is the interesting part, and this is one of the main reasons I bought this, is because I can use it also with the YN triggers, which are these ones. Yep. This is basically what I use most of the time. So we're going to put it in the 622 radio system. So you simply press and hold down mode. It goes back to normal flash use. Press and hold again. And now you will see the 622 displayed on the screen. And it is now ready to be slaved with this. You can control the power and the mode of the flash with this, now that it's on the 622 system. So now that it is connected, we can do a test fire. There we go. Pretty good. So yes, I mostly shoot in manual, but you can find out how to use this, or if you want I could make a video out of it. But this was a video really just showing why I got this flash and the possibility of using your old triggers with it instead of buying new things. So usually what I would shoot with is this. Now this is a bit bulky setup. Now because this is a very old Godox flash, the Ving850, it doesn't have a high-speed sync setup or TTL, so there's only one pin coming down at the bottom of the flash. So in order for it to function with the 622 system, I had to put a extra sync cord and put the flash into high-speed sync mode, and then attach an extra transmitter to it, and did all work. But what if I forgot the batteries for this? And I only, took the transmitter for this. I'm not going to be able to shoot in high-speed sync, or, I'm not going to be able to use grouping and all those extra stuff. So I think this is a bit more convenient, just buying one flash and having the radio built into it, instead of buying multiple things and, not really having much of an option when you forget something. So if I forget the batteries for this, I can easily just run to a store nearby and buy some AA's and put them in. But for this one, if I forget the battery, it's a lithium battery and you can't buy them in stores. Or if I forget my AA, run to the store for this one, but then that's an extra thing. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll have a bit more of an in-depth review later on about this flash, the YN685, in about a month or so, after I've used it quite a bit in my shoots and on set, and really put it through its paces, just running it through the flash power range and see how it performs as opposed to my old usual setup, which I am comfortable using most of the time. So if you like this video, just subscribe to my channel. If it's helped you in any way, just write a comment, and I'd appreciate any subscriptions that I have and any views. If you have any comments, please write them in the comment section and I'd be happy to answer them if it's a question. If it's not a question, thank you for the comment. And some advice. If you have advice that I may have missed about this flash, please feel free to write them. Until next time, ciao!